Hello, once again, this is Kroll Century with Champions Online. Let's go ahead and continue this video. So, let's see, we gotta return to Burt Jackson. Right. I remember this. So, the Dragon Brawl thing was actually supposed to have been originally gotten by Burt Jackson, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, this guy's kind of funny. Yeah, he's really not in a position to say this stuff. He can act tough. But anyway, he says, listen, when Doc Destroyer or some other superpowered maniac has his hands around your throat and is telling you don't have what it takes to save the world, just remember what old Burt Jackson does at a time like this. Yeah, Burt Jackson stands tall and says, you're about to enter a world of pain, Pinhead. Right. Sure. Whatever. Well, I guess you showed them Red Banner jerks a thing or two. Put her there, pal. Old Burt Jackson ain't gonna forget this. Sure. Right. Okay. So, looks like this one's going to be my best bet. So let's go for it. Well, I'll take it. Alright, what do we have? Offense goes up, 13 ego loss, but an 18 intelligence increase. Let's go for it. Yeah, that's good. Might as well go ahead to King Pong. Go investigate the ping pong ball heist, because, well, yeah. Alright, heads up, they have a trap here. And you are forced to fall for it. That's the other part. Now, this part's not a problem. Just go ahead and blast some of these camera bots and stuff like that around here, all Foxbat's little battle bots. And you see how they slipped and fell like that on the ping pong balls? That's the trap, but originally, this wasn't here out there, and the enemies weren't in this place to actually be affected by it themselves. And so you would have no way of necessarily knowing about this. But if you get too close to the ping pong ball area, you can randomly slip and fall. So let's go ahead. So you see that this overturned truck has a trail of ping pong balls leading to a warehouse nearby. So, over here, I believe, unless they've changed it. Yeah, here it is. Wasn't glowing, probably because I was in the black and white teleportation stuff. You have a little indoor area where you get to fight some guys, and you have to go into the center area. If you don't have some sort of vertical travel power, there's no way to set this off without slipping on the ping pong balls. That's the whole point of it. But if you do something like that, you can actually avoid it entirely. So, just a little something. There we go. And basically, you're supposed to survive the ambush. And I think after that first wave, one or two waves. Looks like we got two waves. Oh yeah, here they are. Backup has arrived. Yeah, these guys show up on the second wave, partway through to help you out. Thanks for the belated help, I suppose. Better late than ever. Alright, well, as you can see, looks like the less populated zone is at 65 people. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and check things out. So, looks like we got right to the north of us catching purple red-handed. It's probably an easy one to nab while we're out here. So, let's see. There's only basically you have to defeat 25 of these guys, but there's actually a mission nearby I'll be able to grab. Probably be a good one to do so. It's a pretty quick and easy one. It's not even a combat mission. It's just a basically a mission to go rescue some people that are in trouble. They mentioned a crane accident, and well, you can help with some of the people who are affected by it and got caught in the mess. So we'll go ahead and finish these guys off first. If you have an area of effect, this can actually be a very quick and easy mission because there are a lot of henchman class enemies. And since a henchman class counts the same as a villain or master villain, well, why not grab the henchmen and just wipe them out fast? You know, just one of those things. Go ahead and continue to use that up. Oh, good. My Heroic Might 10-pack is finally used up, so no more boosts after this one. But, you know what? I don't particularly want to have that up all the time. So, But we're also closing in on time for me to actually have some decent powers. I mean, by level 15, I'll have both secondary super stats. And by level 14, I should be able to grab my self-heal at least. I think it'll be 18 I'll be able to grab my first pet. I've been thinking about it. Do I want the self-heal or the pet? And I'll be honest, the self-heal is much more important. But that's okay. Well, better take a moment to get my health back up. It's easy for me to forget as I'm running around. I mean, a lot of times I just go up and use my abilities anyways, just tear through it. But, yeah, it is what it is. Go ahead and blast these guys out of here. And kaboom. Another one bites the dust. No, that's not it. I saw the arrow over my head and I like instinctually went towards the arrow that they gave you, but that's for the wrong mission because it's to turn in one of the other missions. Turn this back over, so at least it won't put me quite as far off. Sometimes I'm just blindly, you know, bashing bad guys in and I forget about this. Looks like this will be the last one of these though. So I'll go ahead and grab that heal for the heck of it. So you have this big ol' honking crane of doom here. Like, wow, that's a big crane. And it smashed into that building, fell over. So, let's see, what is this? It's not this guy, I don't think. Maybe it's over here? Yeah, here it is. Officer Hightower. Zaragos, boy, am I glad to see you. I need your help on this right away. A crane fell and I've got people trapped in the rubble. Please help, Zaragos. A construction crane collapsed and I've got people trapped under rubble and fires burning out of control. Could you please help us with putting the fires out and destroying the rubble to get the trapped civilians free? I don't have time to call any more help. If we don't move now, we're going to have a massive amount of casualties on our hands. Here's a fire extinguisher to help put those fires out. Tips, just a little bit of a tip, heads up. You do need to actually... you may want to turn off your auto attack for the fires. But you have to use the fire extinguisher. You basically target the fire like you would an enemy and then use the fire extinguisher item. Otherwise, you can't actually hurt them at all. Even if you have ice powers, I don't think it works in this one. City of Heroes actually had one particular mission, open mission out there. They just, like, you know, showed up. Okay. They never did fix this. Just turn on your auto attack powers, usually the fastest way to destroy things like this. But I'm just looking at it, it's like you're trapped on top of the rubble, not under it. Oh, and, okay, so I just cleared out. You saw all that fire. Where did they run? Towards the nearest fire. Their pathing is non-existent. They clearly have a set path that takes them the long way. My suggestion, put out 4 fires, free 4 people, move on. See, I got, what, part of your toe stuck under there or something? I mean, it was at such a bad angle. I really wish they would have fixed this. This has been like this for years. This is one of those things where it's kind of a cool mission, except for the fact that it was just not done so well. This guy I could almost believe, at least, being stuck. But, yeah. Alright, and no, you don't need to target the fire. So, then we can go back and turn it in. Boom, done. Let's see. Oh, right, I forgot to read it. Again, let's think. Let's see, where's this? Oh, that's it, huh? Says, thank goodness you showed up when you did, Zaragos. You really saved the day. Be careful out there, Zaragos. Millennium City needs you. Okay, well, that's nice. I guess. Alright, well, now I gotta head out to the middle of Nowheresville, turn in these missions. This is the one time I don't like teleportation or any other active travel power, because I could just, you know, hit the auto run with flight or something like that and move along. And actually, you can get some pretty good speed with the jet boots. Not so much the jump boots; those are actually super jumping, but you can do that pretty easily. But this is pretty good anyways. It's not that bad. It's just a little more active. And a lot of people will prefer it that way. But there's another one, Swinging's another one that's a little bit like this. Some of them are sort of an in-between. For example, you could use super speed, but you're going to be not so speedy when you have to go around every building and not just, over all the stuff out there. Let's see. There's nothing I like hearing about more than a foiled plot of the new Purple Gang. With you in town, they aren't going to get away with much. The chief was right. Looks like they were trying to start assembly of another weapon, but the pickings are slim since we've been keeping track of them and stopping their plans. Now, keep it quiet, but it seems they've been contracted to build that thing, Zaragos. Yep, contracted to build it. I've been compiling a confidential report for the chief on the gangs in Westside, and what I found isn't pretty, Zaragos. Westside has had a low-level gang war going on. The instability was good and bad for us in the MCPD. Now we're seeing more and more cases where the gangs started working together. The new Purple Gang building a weapon to stop super-heroic interference in all of Westside is just one piece of the larger puzzle. If these guys team up against us, we're in big trouble. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to scroll. It's all in my report. Take it to Sir Hoff and keep quiet or the neighborhood could explode. Yep. Go ahead and zip on over. Basically, we're turning in quests at the moment. This is basically your missions or whatever. I'm gonna see if I can move that heal over to space 1 there. Might as well. Alright. I never did this one. Well, someone else is doing it right now. Plus, it looks like that's another 9 minutes till it resets. But I will need to do Jailbreak at some point. I've just been holding off on that and another one that's nearby that's, well, gonna require being a little bit higher level unless I have some decent powers. Let's see. Let's see that report. This sounds very serious. Well, that was it. That's all he says. But I do have another suite of missions to pick up. Let's go ahead and grab them at least. After the Kular invasion, many scientists were called in to look at the Kular technology. The efforts to study and recover pieces continue even today. However, the Black Aces seem to have taken an interest in this process. They've kidnapped a number of researchers hired by the city. For what? I'm not sure I want to know. All I can be sure of is that it won't be good for my people if the Black Aces force some poor scientists to make them high-tech alien weapons. We've tracked them to a warehouse district here in Westside. Find those researchers and help them get out of these safely. Alright. The Black Aces gained access to the high security storage bunker. This is where we ended up putting all of the Kular technology we cleaned up after the invasion. Now, while scientists have been taking out the odd piece to study, everything has been in lockdown until it can be moved to a more secure location. Some of the gangs already got their dirty mitts on items right after the fight, but we cleaned up all we could. I don't think I need to tell you what a bad idea it would be if the Black Aces got a hold of any more Kular weaponry. Head down there and put a stop to their pilferings, Zaragos. I've just received an urgent report by one of my officers in the field, Zaragos. The Black Aces are rounding up the officers who are guarding the high-security storage bunker, tying them up and dumping them in the river. What's more, they've got members of other gangs helping them. We need some help freeing our men and dispersing this group of criminals. Yep. Okay, is it going to be time to grab stuff from... No, not yet. This person here, Socrates, is all over the place. She's an AI. And if you ever have a mission to turn into Socrates, you can always open up your map and see where you're supposed to turn it in, and you'll see a giant number of these things where you can actually talk to her. It's everywhere. But at least you don't have to go far. Alright. And talk to Julie Morgan. That's the usual. That's leading story level heroism, Zaragos. Here's hoping we find and thwart Thwoxpack's next scheme for mass mayhem as successfully. Level 13. Hate to say it, Zaragos, but I think we've been distracted. Thwoxpack's comic book capers just set the stage of a larger crime to expand his fan base and show the entire world the awesomeness and greatness which is Thwoxpack. Just got a call from a co-worker who's hidden in the station. Thwoxpack now has taken over transmissions and is broadcasting his own impromptu reality show in WCOC television station. This seems to be the perfect opportunity to bring Thwoxpack to justice, which may very well mean it's a trap. Foxbat is unstable and unpredictable, and he should never be underestimated. Yeah, they're not kidding. Stay with caution, Zaragos, and don't be surprised if he tries to make a fool out of you. It's getting so you can't walk around Westside's Chinatown district unless you have a martial arts black belt or superpowers. Not since the cult of the Red Banner moved in and took over the neighborhood. I've been getting calls from a source of mine, a trucker named Burt Jackson, who's got his rig hijacked by Red Banner goons. Can you help him out? I don't stand a chance against a gang of martial artist street thugs. Burt Jackson can be found hanging out outside of Leo's bar, northeast of the jail. Sorry, after a while, my brain stops wanting to talk. I don't know why, but that happens sometimes. Yeah. Which means I probably need to take a break after this video, and I'm just gonna go turn this in. We've got a couple of missions that are now able to be turned in already. Specifically to, well, Burt Jackson. So, at least one. It's got a mission to turn in icon and a little circle. So, I think it may actually be one mission that did that. Doom, huh? See, people can make their own character. And if he actually did copy Dr. Doom like it looks like he might have, he's broken rules and can have his costume reset, get a warning, or if it's a continued problem, he can get banned. Seriously, don't do that. They have to make it against the rules, or else people will actually sue the company for copyright infringement, even though it's the players that are breaking copyrights. It's literally, it's what's going on for some of these places. Alright. Julie Morgan sent you, did she? Well, old Burt Jackson was planning on taking on all them Cult of the Red Banner creeps on by his lonesome, but as long as you're here, let's put those fancy superpowers to work. Yeah, sure, whatever. Hey there, Zaragos. One of my good friends in Chinatown, Lin Key, just called me, worried about a cousin of hers who was in trouble with the Cult of the Red Banner gang. Now I told her not to worry because Burt Jackson's got her back and I'm sending some help her way. Lin is waiting for help at an intersection in Chinatown, northeast of the docks. Time's a-wasting. Come on, give me a break here. You gonna send me on another quest to go talk to someone? I know this is introducing me to another contact, but I didn't even get a mission from him. Oh, fine. I think it's over here. Yep. I've heard stories about you, Zaragos. You've helped clean up West Side streets. Unfortunately, there's still much to be done. Burt Jackson sent you. Burt Jackson sent you? If he knew about my cousin Quan's predicament, he would send... If I knew he... if he knew about my cousin Quan's predicament, he would send somebody to lend a hand. Why does my brain keep wanting to say the wrong word? I can see it clearly on there. Sure, I have relatives in the cult of the Red Banner, but I'm a firm believer in tough love. Right. Zaragos, I'm terribly worried about my cousin Quan Ki. Her father, my uncle, is a clan lord for the cult of the Red Banner, and he did not take kindly to the news that Quan has fallen in love with Anton Romero, a member of the Maniacs gang, one of the Red Banner's biggest rivals. Quan wants to run away with Anton, but my uncle intends to keep Quan in Westside by force if necessary. Quan is more like a sister to me than a cousin. Will you please make sure she is safe? You can find her northeast of WCOC television station in a building courtyard. Yeah, they're pulling the old Romeo and Juliet story. I guess I was about to get it reversed for which one's first in the name. Oh, this is one of your random quests I'll give you. Excuse me, I just saw some guys sneak into that building over there, and I don't think they're supposed to be there. Please check it out. An objective, a group of black aces are causing trouble. Take them all out. Black Aces is the weirdest gang to me out of the group. Alright, what do we have here? Not very good. This is actually a downgrade if I use that one. Oh, is that actually the one I just equipped out earlier? I think it is. Thought I would have sold it by now. I guess I didn't get a chance. Alright. So, let's go ahead and grab our level up abilities. Yep, so when I heal friendly targets, can heal me for 5% of the amount. That's going to be nice. I already talked about that one. And we have 2 advantage points. So, we've already ranked up our Radiant Protection to maximum. That was pretty critical. There are some good ones in here. I think I've been really looking into Psychotic Break, which will cause my attacks to stun the target if they're already feared. So the first charge-up attack is normal, but the second one, they should be feared, especially if it's a full charge on the first one. And so now it'll stun them for 2.9 seconds, looks like at the moment, and does a little bit of damage over time. Well, that's useful. Now, we're talking about a difference of about 100 points of damage. And it will take 10 seconds, 10 damage every second for 16 seconds. So over 16 seconds to do 160 damage. But unless it's a long-lasting boss fight, it's not going to do much. And boss fights are immune to stuns and knockback and all that. So you can't do anything with it. But here's the catch. In spite of this, normal guys, like if you're fighting a master villain and I'm having to shoot them 3-4 times, well, the second hit, they're stunned. They're pretty much out of the fight. That's the main reason I'm thinking of doing it. And then my pets can go wail on them. Once I get pets. So let's go ahead and grab that. That should help, but I think I'm going to avoid ranking up that power. Because it's really, you know, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot with it. There are other powers I'll probably be doing more with. So let's go ahead and call this video for now, and maybe I'll take a break so I can talk. And I'll see you later.